That's right. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. It's the post fight celebration. Gracias for joining with me. I'm going to show you some of the gifts that I was so gracious to get. But again, gracias to all the day oneers, because if it wasn't for you guys, there would be nothing. There would be nothing. Let's just keep that a buck right off the top. Gracias to all the subscribers, the followers, the supporters. Call it what you want. Right now, we're on cloud nine. I'm going to be playing some clips. I uploaded a whole lot more. Shout out to the team. This is a team effort. Shout out. This is a whole team effort, gente. Shout out to the team. You know who you are. We're going to answer all questions on this one. Vas a tomar una de estas conmigo. You just point them out. No sé qué, which one I'm going to start with. 1942 Julio. Let me start off with that one right here. I want to give a shout out to mi hermano, mi compadre. And I say that in a literal sense. O sea, the best man en mi boda. Shout out to you, Ray Chicano, man. This is a great pinche regalo from the bottom of my heart. You already know que es, ve. Viva México, viva México. Tengo México en la piel, más con una botella de Don Julio 1942, cabrones. 40% alcohol, volumen, tiene 750 mililitros. Es tequila gen anejo. So shout out to you. Then we have another gift. I guess I'm starting off with gifts, cabrones. Let me start off with another gift. Puerto Vallarta, ma. You know where this takes you, cabron? This takes you with one sip to Puerto Vallarta. Mira. Gracias. Tequila reposado, 100% agave from the plantas. You know, from the plantas in the movie Marimar. Pinche Sergio Santibáñez with his horse en las plantas y ahí están los agaves. Marimar. Anyways, and I don't have my sampler. We ain't hitting no sample buttons tonight. But if you guys want to join in, I'm going to drop a link. We'll talk everything about the fight. I'm just going through the gifts, gente. I'm taking my time. I'm going to take my pinchy time because I just feeling good in the neighborhood, like Applebee's. So gracias for the Puerto Vallarta. You already know who you are, my boy. Gracias. And then, hold on. Oh, that was a celebratory ahí bebida. Have you ever bought the chilada already mixed, the chilada mix, and then just so you can kind of mix it with the next one that's not? That's how we do it. But I have some primos in Mexico. Okay, oh, you put tomato, you know, and I'm like, well, to each his own. They lightweight try to bully me, pinche primos de Mexico. Anyways, oh, this one. Gracias for, these are all gifts, gente. First one again was the 1942. You know what it is? It's you know, walking through the door giving gifts, especially gifts that are uncalled for. I tell you what, I know this as a professional myself, that any contract that I've had that I slip an extra something to, o sea, you know, something extra they didn't count for, another 500. It could be another 1,000, something like that. Guess what'll happen when you give a gift that's uncalled for? They'll never forget you for the rest of their life. Ever. You marked them. O sea, you marked an experience in their life. So these gifts, I'm saying, son lo mismo. They friends come in bearing these gifts. Don Julio, the Puerto Vallarta. And then this gift right here, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Black Saddle. Look at that. If you can see the saddle on there, puro pinche leather saddle right there, huh? The real pinche McGraw. Age 12 years, 45% alcohol, 90 proof. Gracias for the Black Saddle. Again, we're going through the gifts maybe first. We'll get into the fight right now. I see your comments already. Si se puede is in the casa, podcast. Is in the casa. El Chapo. Lil Mike, you already know what it is. Pinche Little Mike. Si se puede. I don't want to gloss over that, cabrón. I saw your video you did last time. Hey, I'm humbled at your words. And every gift comes from above. I'm just using the gifts that I got. I don't got every damn gift, you know. I'm not blue collar, really built to work como en fábricas and, you know, but we all have different gifts and different callings, and that's what puts the whole body together, ¿verdad? Manos, brazos, piernas, cabeza, corazón, all that stuff. So, but I appreciate your words, si se puede. I really do appreciate your words, cabrón. It's in good hands if it's with me. Orale Chapo, he says the 1942. Should I baptize it? I got these right here. Look. Also, I didn't put these up. Of course, people are gonna say Niners and go ahead, you cabrones. Say what you want to say because these were great gifts. Look at that. So I got the 49er one, the California Republic one, and then I have the oh, this is the Giants one. Cabron. Oh, yeah, there you go. Now they're more in focus. So, anyways, you guys, thank you for the gifts. You really didn't have to from the bottom of my heart. I really thank you on behalf of another successful event. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, man. Straight into it. I was there since the wee hours of the morning, and it's a long day. I'm gonna be the first one there. I'm gonna be the last one to leave. That's for sure. On top of the hosting, on top of the DPing the event, I want to give a shout out to the whole team, though. First off, the beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife, but really, really, okay. I just had to throw that in there, but really, she's the executive producer, and you can't do it without an executive producer. To put any one of these events together, I'll tell you how many people you're gonna need, and you're gonna be like, nah, yeah, you could do it all, Mikey. Yeah, I can. That's stretching myself real thin, but yeah, I can. But you would need a director of photography. You would need an executive producer. You would need a lighting professional and an audio professional on top of what you think you already need. Because a lot of us think, oh, no, it's just this and that. And let me just get the gym and then this and that. Quisieras, cabrón. Quisieras. It's a whole lot more than that. It's a huge team effort. And then this time you let me know, adding the media personnel to be able to drop stuff. Did you like that? I'm asking the people, did you like that? I'll go ahead and put the link up. I'll put the link. Someone wants to tap in, tap in. I think I put it as an open live anyways. Someone wants to tap in, tap in. Talk about anything, cabrones. Anything. It was a long day. Team Stockton pulled up. Well, you know what? I want to take that back. Before Team Stockton pulled up, my. Some of my childhood friends, this is who I went to. Some childhood friends of mine, I still consider them very, very dear friends. It's crazy. Some of us got into boxing. The boxing world unites us back together from being desmadrosos as teenagers. I mean, desmadrosos. I mean, come on. I'm not going to put it all out there, cabrones. But anyways, I went exactly to them. One of them, Championship Gym, has a world champion, silver champion. They're all sparring with featherweights. Allá se vuelan los featherweights. It's calculated damage over there. And then the other one in the Bay Area, shout out to you. Both of you guys know, I'm not putting your names out there, cabrones. It's the internet. But both of you guys know who you are, man. Real ones from day one. And now they have fighters and monsters in their gyms. People that have competed on the highest level of ass kicking, running the fade, all hands. We're not talking about knees or it's not that. I think I did mention I can do mixed martial arts with the same licencia. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but I can do martial arts. It just depends. What do the people want? You want to see people getting DDT'd or pile drived? It was a long day. All right, let me go back in the comment section. That's right. Flaco's in the comment section. Great fight. Cholo Trucker can box. Can he box or can he not box, cabron? I mean, let me get to that, man. I guess it's going to be a long one, huh? All right. Tap in with me, though. Hit that like. Just do me a favor. Just hit the like, and I'll give you the whole behind the scenes. And all I'm doing is leading you to go and purchase the pay-per-view. I thought it was the price of a beanchy pizza. I know the economy shot to shit and unemployment and everything is shot to shit. Well, we got a lot to do with that. Maybe we'll vote with our wallets in November, but I try to price it, so you guys could see 2 silverweight bouts before you get to pro featherweight bout, before you get to you seen that Buzz's walking song? What was that song? Buzz? Beanchy Buzz, man. All right, let me tell the whole thing then. All right. What about Cholos walking? So did you like that? The media? You like the media? Cabrones? I appreciate you guys, man. I highly appreciate all the support. I felt it. The wife, the executive producer, who was also the photographer. People were talking about who's the photographer. Look at that photographer. That photographer is like 6 or 7 racks just to sit down to and consult with for an event. I'm serio. You get what you pay for. The last photographer, now there was a lighting difference on this. It was a different lighting team. This is what happens, trial and error. A different lighting team will come in here. You know what? I like these fucking. I told the wifey, I like this company. Let's keep using them. The lighting team came in there, and I was like, yep, that's how it got to look. So shout out to them. So we're getting along. Every event will be better. Esteban Garza Films, thank you to you, my brother, the real DP. O sea, the one guiding the action on everything that's happening to you, man. Shout out to you. Um, I can go on and on. So here we go. We get there in the morning of. I could already sense it. I'm driving over there. I can feel it in the air. I said it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a really great day, right? And even if everything goes south, it's still a good day. I mean, it is what it is, right? Did I put the streamer? Yeah, there it is. That's right, my brother Cholo Trucker. I see you, and I see your recall. All right, let me acknowledge those real quick before we go. Long day. The fighters got there first. The fighters got there first. That means the undercard fighters got there first. And so let's go ahead and get them wrapped up, right? Wrapped up. As everyone else is already doing what they need to do. Me, I'm trying to I'm staying in the vibe. I got some music in my ears. And this is what the team is for, right? I'm vibing already. Shout out to DJ Enemy. He's a badass. It's a pinche DJ. He's a badass, okay? In the 831, calmados, because you got to get DJ Enemy, okay? And I think he's out of Soledad. But shout out to Enemy that made it happen. Shout out to the ring girl also, Miss Angie. Shout out to you. And shout out to Isaac Castillo, again, the referee, all prompt, all on time, ready to go. The fighters show up about midday and they start getting taped up, right? Now, okay, now remember, I said this is not live, gente. There's a delay, there's a lag, okay? It got to be done right. And matter of fact, this one was actually, I think it was released 30 minutes early. Someone quote me on that. Someone quote me because I get all the notifications, on my phone, right? All the systems and all that shit. I can read everything on my phone. What's going on? Audio's good. This is good. I got everything on my phone, right? But once I get the notification, boom, we're live. Okay. Again, with a little bit of a lag. Calmados, calmados. You want to throw tomatoes at me a la chingada. But anyways, actually what we did, we have the command center. The command center has a new fiber optic internet ran to it with 1 gigabyte speed. That's the command center. That command center could upload something quicker than you can blink. Así a la chingada. O sea, cost money, cabrones. The command center costs money. Drunken Chefs in the casa says, damn. Team Stockton pulls up now. Team Stockton pulls up. It looks like 5 Suburbans, all black, tinted windows. They get out there. I could already hear the songs that I'm going to use in the clips. I'm like, man, it's going to be a good clip. And we got more dropping today, gente. Today's going to be a photo dump. It's going to be a photo dump today. Of course, it's on the website. It's on Content Creator Series of Fighting. However you want to get in there and see it, there's a lot of ways to pay. There's a lot of ways to get in there and have access, but it's all archived in there on the website. By the end of the year, we'll do 4. This will be our year we launch and really kind of fine tune things, really kind of just hone in on the 18. That's who I just want to deal with, the 18. So we'll have 4 in the bank. Primeramente Dios, you never know, the sky cracks and we're gone, cabrones. But primeramente Dios, we'll have 4 in the bank. All right, let's get back to it. You might see in the photos, Buzz looks mad, man. He was, and I understood him. I understood exactly what it was, right? So again, one of my brothers right there, one of the coaches wrapped him up right there. So he was in good hands. He's got a championship coach. A championship coach was, I'm sure they were talking boxing, him and Buzz. He ain't gonna have a championship coach. My brother ain't saying no names, a real one. He ain't gonna have him in his corner without him giving him a little, But again, Buzz comes through with like 20, 30 straight pinchy Vikings. These guys were just like the Nordic Nightmare crew. That's what pulled up. So I felt their vibe. I know exactly what they're on. They're on the violence vibe. That means let's just go in there and handle business. So I noticed that, speaking with Buzz, he was looking at that ring, like channeling what was gonna happen in that ring. That was Buzz's energy. I know I read it. Been there, done that many times, right? Not many times, like 20 amateur fights, many times. Mr. Cantu, saludos to the chat. Let's keep it pushing. So Buds gets here and he's deep. Now, one of the guys que tenía trenzas largas, I wanted to know if that was Killshot, who just knocked someone's front teeth out 3 weeks ago. Maybe it's been a month now on BKFC Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. That's not in the promoter's license, so no one comment to tell me to start doing bare knuckles. I can't. That's a whole nother license. It's other insurances and stuff like that. I had to check that because I wanted to go back. I read through the paperwork. As you get paperwork, you just don't read it. You throw it in the shelf. I'm not like that. I'm OCD. I want to see it. So then when it said, okay, it doesn't cover only this and MMA. Okay, cool. I wanted to know if that was Kill Shot. I said, if that's Kill Shot, please put him on the red carpet, or at least tell him respectfully if he can lend me 5 minutes of his time. That's how I said it. Not put him on the carpet. And he came about. Did you see it? Now, maybe about half of them only walked in with them, and the other half took their seats respectfully. It was a vibe. And then, of course, Team Cholo pulls up. And, of course, Team Cholo pulls up. And, of course, you already know that I have already relationship with most of Team Cholo. Joe, imagine what how me and Joe, big shout out to Joe, man. Shout out to you, cabron. How me and Joe get along. Paul, how do you think I felt when I seen Paul? How me and Paul get along, you know? And even if I didn't get along with you, if we're just doing business, we're doing business. That's where I'm at this point. You might see us bumping heads. Pues, somos mexicanos, chicanos. We bump heads and we talk shit and nos gusta chismear and all that's just in the pinche blood. Don't let that be a bad characteristic flaw, okay? Or now you're just spreading it like poison, because eso también a la chingada, que lo vas a caer gordo a todos. So imagine when Team Cholo, then I see Sunny. Pinchy Sunny, man. Now, one of the photo the team uploaded was the one with Sunny. I know exactly what I was saying. I'm like, you were smart to upload that photo. We were talking about he's wanted to he how the guy that wanted to run the fade with him and said, when I see Sunny, it's on. The guy that wanted to run the fade so bad with him did like a sucker push from the back. I mean, I remember those things. That's back in the day. I guess you don't really have to give courtesy now. I mean, times have changed a lot. I would give the courtesy. I would give the courtesy to see it coming. It's still a sucker shot to me. But anyways, the sucker push from the back, boom. And then when he turns around, he sees a pepper spray that was pink with diamond encrusted tips in the shape of a lipstick container. And after he sees this diamond prints looking studded pepper spray gloss, then it just fires on. The dude that did it's a baboso. I don't want to laugh and say I'm making light of it. The dude that did it's a baboso because he lost like his sight for like 2 minutes. But anyways, all right. Team Cholo pulls up. I see him. Already the vibe, man. That entrance right there. Let me fast forward a little bit. I guess I could always go back, but I'm gonna give a full recap. So you guys want to catch your podcast out también. If you don't have to always see my ugly face, you could turn it off and listen podcast style if you want. Shout out to my nurses and FedEx, UPS, and drivers that say they listen to me podcast style. All the freight drivers y todo. So his walk-in absolutely what was the definition of it? Chicano. That was the most Chicano walk-in. Well, I mean, there could have been maybe flags, right? You could always add to it, right? It could have looked like a parade or something. That was the most Chicano walk-in I seen. I didn't see him front on. You didn't see my direction? Team CCSOF was pointed per direction of Esteban Garza Films, the executive cinematographer. He was telling me it has to be this direction. The lighting is like this, that. Trust me, your photographers and of course they work together beautifully. And did you see the shots? That's not even, what did I load? Like 10 shots? I got hundreds. I think I'm going to do a photo dump right after this live. Did I drop the link? I'm gonna drop the link in case someone wants to join me. Someone give me a live reaction if you want. You want to give me a live reaction? I don't really care if si me das el dedo and you're like, you know what, that was shitty. Or some, you know, you want to give me a live reaction. There, I dropped the link. I didn't even put in the caption the resolution, but did you know it was shot in 4K? Also, just letting people know, okay? There's incentives comprando estas cosas. I know money's tight ahorita, cabrón. Shit, I'm with you on that. I'm trying to change that up for the raza. It was shot in 4K. So I don't think there's any complaints on the resolution at all, right? Cholo got in here. He walks in there, and it's a production, man. He's seeing luces acá. Luces on every corner. Again, the lighting team. Luces on every corner, but you see how it had the look it needed to just for the event. You can make day look like night, night look like day. It don't matter as long as you bring the professionals. Puppy Pets Paris in the casa says USA. That was that song that I put on Buzz's short, but I know it was only like 4 or 6 seconds and stuff like that. But it was a Come Down from Bush. That's a bad one. You know what? That rock music. I'm gonna do a rock set. First of all, I'm gonna do Cinco de Mayo next weekend. I gotta do a Spanish set. So if you're into music, when I go live, it's gonna say live Cinco de Mayo mix. When I go live with that one, que trae todo, everyone come in the comment section and bring their botellas. Because on that one, we're having a drink. Again, shout out to everyone that gave me these gifts. Man, I highly appreciate you guys, cabron. I thank you for the Puerto Vallarta. This right here, one drink of this, you're in Puerto real quick. Bourbon whiskey, gracias, cabron. Black Saddle. And then, of course, Ray Chicano, man, my best compa, man, in real life. And he just been jumping on this YouTube thing. People listen on YouTube. A lot of real ones from back in the day. They still have flip phones. They're not on social media, but I think, you know, because it goes around. Hey, this dude, you know, he has a podcast or whatever. And if it's one of the fellows, of course, we back each other up. So anyways, gracias, you guys. So here we go. Now we got to start doing interviews, right? But now the fellas get wrapped up. Here we go. I don't know if Cholo Trucker, oh yeah, his last fight maybe, but I don't know if Buzz has, but when you get wrapped up, pro wrap-ups, their hands look like bricks. I mean, cement. No, nothing slipped in there, nothing like that. Isaac Castillo, matter of fact. I want to tell you this. Isaac Castillo, at least 2 times that I remember, from the moment they got wrapped up, their hands by each coach in their locker rooms, by the moment they got done, Isaac Castillo, this is how professional he is. He came up 2 times without me telling him anything. He knows how to do his job. He came up 2 times and told me that he checked their hands 2 times before they got in the ring. 2 times. That's part of pro referee protocol, if you didn't know. Is that crazy? It's because of chuecuras from back in the day when people, they slip shit in, right? That's hitting like never before, man. Anyways, gracias, you guys, joining the live after party right here, man. Gracias. I'm trying to talk through this thing. If you can feel the energy that I feel, we're going to be announcing August Bad Blood. August Bad Blood card coming soon. Who we putting on the August Bad Blood? Everybody that got something to handle. Anybody that got something to handle. Let's just do I think this is a new card. It would be a fun card. And all of the fades are contingent on, we're doing this thing. We're putting on a card for the people that is going to be groundbreaking in this area. Is that every single fight on that card had an issue that needed to be worked out. and they worked it out on the bad blood card. We don't have to be best of friends, but damn, respect gets put in place. At least every head up fade that I ever seen back in the 90s, respect was always there. After the fade, it was like respect. And a lot of us would run it. Most of us, I fought 80% of my friends. People thought it was just it was the other team. No, no, no. It was always us against us. And we would fall out, avoid each other for like a month or two, and then sometimes just end up kicking it in the same circle again. But we ran the fade, and it was what it was. We need to start putting that back in place for the youngsters. But anyways, August bad blood card. All right, let me go back to the fight. HCB. I see you. Maxine Barrel, I appreciate you, amiga. My backup channel. Orale, the after party with Fume. No, the active party. Orale. Okay, I just want to make sure I was reading it right. One of the cars is one of the SUVs says Sky Active G. And if I take a photo of it without the sky, it says Active G. Anyways. So it's already a vibe. Now they're starting to tape each other's hands up. Here comes the violence. The undercard gets in place, man. Here we go. Ring Girl there on time, of course. Isaac Castillo there on time. All the professionals there. DJ Enemy. Shout out to you, cabron. On time. We're ready to go. Here we go. Boom. The bell rings. Of course, there's a little bit of a delay. Not too much, though. There was only like maybe an hour and a half or two when the media started getting dropped. You know, the media, because remember, they have to go through the pinchy media. Have you ever done one of these shits in real time, cabrones? I doubt it. I'm probably the only one here out of all less than 100 of us that are on this pinchy live. I'm giving you the behind the scenes on what it takes. This is a lot that gets done, a lot to oversee. Can't wait for Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, I'm going to do a Cinco de Mayo. Okay, pull up with the botellas. For sure, we're going to be drinking on Cinco de Mayo. You know what? The wifey, actually, she just bought me another bad one. It was como una Mexicano shirt. It was a bad one. It's like those ones in the novelas, you know, pero se parece ranchero. The guy that's leaning on the metal barn, you know, looking at the cows. It was like one of those shirts. It's a bad one. So anyways, I'm going to go live, and that one's going to be for the drinker and you, because that one we're taking shots. On the last one, I think I took 4 shots live. So I'll be on the lookout next weekend for the Cinco de Mayo. I don't know which hour. It's going to revolve around my family time, because obviously that's number one. So it's going to revolve around the family time, and most likely it'll be in the noche, so it'll be a good hour. Even if we go on late, it is what it is. Te doy mi palabra. We're going to go hard, because I got to baptize these bottles that I got. Anyways. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So they're getting ready. So undercards jump off. Boom. We got Jose Zuniga versus Dominic Salas. They jump it off, right? They throw chingazos, and we're like, okay, this is a good fight. It was a good fight. And then we go to the next one. The next one outshined the previous one. And I'm like, okay, then the co-main event, though, those are pros. So that one has to be better. They're 18 and 20 years old, the co-main event. Again, it's a production. So the video guy's telling me, you know what, we got to do this shot, that shot. Me and him had already coordinated this whole thing. I just, he takes the stress off of me in that aspect and keeps me in check on that, because I really want to be enjoying it. Now, I don't know if I'm the best at calling fights, but it is what it is. I love the sport. I know all the punches. I just don't know if I'm the best at that. But pretty soon, I'm building the team, you guys, as we go. Of course, the official Cholo trucker, man, mi hermano, I'd already spoken with him. He knows he has a gift. And I think that gift is matched with his passion. So how else, you don't need any other sign from God to let you know he already put the passion in you, and then you have the gift to know that he always has a seat at the commentator's table. Always. Every single time. And so we're filling up the seats, so to the point where I could just be with my beautiful smoking hot wife, just looking gorgeous and fine and like wine, and looking at the chingazos, ringside. We're going to get to that probably by the time we get to Arizona. But anyways, or New Mexico or Texas. Those are the states we're going to conquer first. You know what we're doing? This is Chicano representation in the entertainment industry. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but just so you know, there's another facet to this. This is 100% Chicano content. 100% Chicano content. And this is going to be used in the Chicano industry. So But that being said, you never know if what the future holds for content creators' series of fighting, collaborating with other Chicano outlets. Okay. That's enough for now. I'll just, when it's official and I post I posted the LLC, papeleo, when it's official, luego les voy a enseñar. That's it in the spot. The chelada mix with the other one that's not, you just got to mix them a little bit, man. I feel like opening this up, man. How about if I get, give me 50. How many likes do I got? I was going to take this shot online. Anyways, okay, here we go. The co-main event walks in there and everyone's like, holy smoke. The leather starts flying. Whap, whack, 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 pop, pop, pop. And you're like, every single punch was a pop. I look over at Alfonso, pinche Alfonso. I look over at Alfonso. Alfonso's like, this is the damage going on. A lot of people haven't seen that close up front or felt the power of those punches, man. These guys, when you're in the pro level, gente, everything you throw is damage. Everything you throw is damage. These youngsters are trying to punch a hole through the pinchy wall, straight up. So anyways, here we go. Now it's time. Okay. Now we're getting ready for the grand entrances right here. The electricity is high. There's no room. People had messaged me. I apologize to the gente dispensa. People had messaged me. I got at least 10 ticket inquiries at the last second. At least 10. I got it at least 10. But I announced it, Chapo. How far in advance did I announce the tickets? At least 2 weeks. I was talking about tickets.
Facts.
At least 2 weeks. Dispensa, gente, if you missed it, but get a little bit quicker on the pistola. You need one of those Glock, the Glocks that had the hair triggers. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah.
No? Have you ever seen the triggers on the Glocks? Que están así, güey, pero luego tienen un pelito that's like right in front of it. Have you ever seen the hair triggers?
Yeah, I think so.
Have a beer with me, cabrón, then. Have a beer with me.
Yeah, that's why I jumped on. I couldn't let you drink on myself.
Absolutely not. So here we go. Absolutely, absolutely. So here comes Team Stockton. Team Stockton, all of us. So some of them were in the locker room, some were in the seats. They get up, boom, and they mobilize and go to the corner. And I'm like, here we go. Now it's on. Now it's on. And they time it a little bit before they walk in the ring. They run in place a little bit. They warm up. You don't want to go too early, but they run in place and they do warm up. You want your blood a little bit pumping. I used to stop working out my last couple fights as an amateur because I was like, man, 10 minutes of running the fade. It got so easy to me. But anyways, Stockton walks in and they walk in the ring, but I'm facing forward. I can't see. I'm not turning around. Like, I don't want to look metiche. What looks more professional and executive is if I'm with my team and I'm looking in una dirección. Did you see the fight, cabron?
I'm gonna be honest.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
I was working.
Orale.
I'm gonna be honest. I was working.
Some people have those schedules.
I got off like 11.
Saturdays. Yeah. Some people purchased this morning. I dropped about maybe 6 or another 10 photos this morning, letting people know up. Don't worry, it's Sunday, chill kickback day. It's up on the website. The little clip of the intro, the 5-6 punches that you seen them throw back. That first round was chingazo for chingazo. I'll tell you what. If Buzz would have continued the way he was in that first round, he was going in and out, letting his hands go aggressively. That could have been a problem because that's street. He brought the streets in there and did some Nate Diaz shit, and it was working for one round where Cholo Trucker was more technical. Hey, my hands are up. He has a guard up, which is a high guard, and that's going to minimize the damage. Let's keep it real. A tight guard, nothing's coming through. So when he did drop it, though, Buzz found opportunities on how to land it. And it was a great first round where me and Alfonso both scored it for Buzz way.
How many rounds was it?
We went 5 and we went 3 minutes.
Okay, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's a fucking good fight, way, bro. The pinche co-main event were that was I felt those body shots. I was like chingado. But the main event, it went 5 rounds, and I might have called it wrong in the end. I think I went back because I had to order it myself. People think that, oh, I get to see it or no, that's not the way it works. I told everyone in attendance, hey, you guys seen it live, and I know you guys are going to see it drop later, and you guys are going to contact me that you want to see it, but you know, I have to pay to see it too, is what I'm saying, and it integrates with YouTube, Chapo. This morning I got 8. So people try to share this fight more than the last fight.
I
This
heard this one
morning,
was better than all the previous ones.
this one, 8 channels had were getting struck. 8. Last one was only 2. This one was 8 more cabrones. But I put it out there that this pay-per-view company, it integrates with YouTube. If I don't author and release the copyright, then they strike the channel because they take a fingerprint of it, the video and the audio. A second of anything, a second of it, it's my fight, cabron. And I like this. That way, well, it should just not getting spread out clips forever.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, because
I
think
might have
about
to
a
watch
pro
it later
fight.
on.
Yeah, think about a pro fight. You don't see Alvarez is fighting next Saturday. You're not going to see him knock the dude out an hour later on YouTube all over the place, right?
Oh yeah, I was about to ask you your take on that one. Who do you have, Munguia or Canelo?
Munguia takes a lot of damage, man. He's from Tijuana. He has nothing
Yeah,
but heart and corazon. Alvarez kind of fights the same. So I don't know who I'm picking on this one. I'm torn between the two, but I think the one that has the biggest balls wins.
you saw that fight
Especially,
when he fought that fool. Munguia
okay.
fought
I don't want to
what's
digress,
up his
cabron. I'm
name?
going to go back. I don't want to digress, cabron. I got to go back to telling about the fight behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Chapo. So here we go. The first round, they're throwing chingazos, and Buzz is doing. It's working. He's moving in and out that first round and letting his hands go and timing in between the gaps. What do I mean gaps? I mean at some point your guard's not up, your hands are, you're looking to see what you're gonna do. And so anytime there was a gap, which is his hands is not up in a guard, Buzz was capitalizing on him. Boom, going in. Me and Alfonso, I looked at Si Se Puede. I said that first round has to be Buzz's. It has to be. And then I thought if there's 4 more rounds of this could be a problem for Cholo Trucker. This could be a serious problem because you've got someone that's found the gaps. Styles make fights. You have someone that now if that would have happened for 5 rounds, he would have had to probably wanted the rematch, cabron, and then have to adjust to that style, which is weaving in and out and letting his hands go. Anyways, we get to the second round, and the second round was definitely Cholo's round because the jab came out, and every time he set him up, he went in with the jab. So Cholo Trucker started using the jab. Maybe it was the corner's advice. He had Joe Castro. Shout out to Joe. He has Sonny, Street Saint Loyal. Did you hear me talk about the pepper spray?
Oh yeah.
Imagine someone calls you up. Fuck Chapo, man. Next time I see Chapo, it's on. Fuck Chapo, man. And then he sees you at a concert from behind. He shoves you, and then when you turn around, you just see a lipstick gloss, and it's pink with diamonds, and it just all you see is spray mist, like Aquanet.
I'll still
That
try to
made me
take flight. Fuck it. My eyes closed and everything.
all right. Round number 2, Cholo established the jab, and now we're split going into round number 3. So let's go into round number 3 now, okay? And my little synopsis here, my little breakdown is not going to do it justice, gente. I'm going to leave it up. All of these are up on the website. It's there. It's archived, you guys. Gracias for your support. Because of your support on this pelea, we're going to go to August Bad Blood. And that one right there is going to be pleito after pleito of anybody that wants to settle any kind of beef. I'm leaving August open. Bad Blood. Okay? So I'm putting that out there. My name's Bennett. I ain't in it. The only thing I'm in is the production side of it. Here comes the third round. They're both they both get up from their stools quick. O sea, they want it. They want it already. It's on those gallos. Maybe they told them this is straight down the even down the middle right now. They meet in the middle, and again they're throwing. Buzz caught him at least on one or two hooks. I want to say that clean, and when I mean clean landed and the head turned. If you see one of the photos from the photographer, shout out to the photographer, the best photographer in Monterey County. When you see the shots from the photographer, if the head's turning, is because the chingazo was landed. Pass.
Yeah.
That was the damage. Anyways, so the third round, I had to give that to Cholo Trucker because one more time, he was more putting the pressure, moving forward. You know, controlling the pressure has a lot to do with how the outcome's going to be, especially if it's a decision. Cholo Trucker on that one was cutting off angles. Like even above, that's right, man. Shout out to you guys. That's right. Sea Dogs in the casa. Orale, Richie Lokes. That's right. Tezcatli Poca, my brother from another mother. It was pozole time. That's all Cholo Trucker ate during training camp. He told me straight up.
Pozole with
Every day.
Limon, everything.
Twice a day. That's why he got the power. Anyways.
Yeah, he had all the ingredients.
Yeah, no, he had rabanitos.
He had
the salsa on the side. He had the tostada with the guacamole.
He had the tostadas.
With the guacamole, and the guacamole is fresh. Okay, don't be buying shit from the supermarket. Don't go to Food for Less. And it was packaged last week. Anyways,
nah, you got to go to the authentic Mexican supermarket.
Vallarta, Santa
Fe.
Right
there where they're playing. They got to be playing chente.
If there's no mariachi in front of the Mexican store, it's not a Mexican store. Orale.
Yeah, no, it's not. You got to be able to smell the bread while they're baking the bread, and then you got to smell the fabuloso on the floor.
Chapo's gonna make me take a shot right now. I already feel his energy. I think I'm gonna take a shot right now just because Chapo's on right now.
Take a shot.
I dropped the link right now. Hold on. I don't even know. Do I need a cork to open this? Do I need a Oh, orale. You see that?
Sheesh. That's which one's that one?
1942, Don Julio.
Oh. Yeah, I drank that one before. It looks all fancy from over here.
Yeah. I don't know how to pop it off. But hold on. Let's get into the fight. Okay, so the fourth round. Now it's a Cholo dominated fight because we got 2 rounds of outboxing. Okay. Now I look at Buzz's corner. Buzz's corner was pumping them up. I mean, like, you know, there were some hitters over there. These are the gentlemen you don't want to meet in a dark alley, cabron. It's going to be a head-up fight. You already know what it is. You probably grew up with a lot of güeros. Salinas back in the day was like 60% güeros. They were the demographic. I went to mostly school, blonde hair, blue eye with the güeros. So we were always like that. We played football with each other all the time. And ellos sabían que most of the Chicanos eran cholos. But, you know, it was all love. Okay, no? What was your experience? You didn't go to school.
Honestly, I grew up mostly with like Mexicans and black people.
Orale. All right, let me go back to the fourth round. Okay, here we go. So now it's like it's on. Now it's like the fight's up in the air now. It's Cholo Trucker's winning on the cards because he's landing more punches, but we still got 2 more rounds now. And I want to say this. I want to say they went into the fight thinking they were only going to fight 2-minute rounds. And I want to say it was a setup, cabrones. Last minute, we changed it over to 3 minutes because both of these gentlemen were already in shape. They were both okay with the 30-day turnaround on this one. Okay, I could do these every month. Right now, I think I'm going to take a break because I got one in July that's actually going to be at a lowrider super show. And so that's I can't put no YouTubers on that one. So we're going to go to August. But anyways, the fourth round, they're throwing chingazos. The bell rings. Boom, here they go. Alfonso Gomez on my side. He's having a blast. Este cabrón, he's having a blast. He's having the time of his life. I can see it on his face. He's like, holy smoke. He's calling the fight. The leather's getting thrown. And there's a lot of those shots that I shared. So hook for hook, they're matching each other. Sas, sas, sas. They're dropping bombs. Boom, bat. Boom, boom, bat. Boom, boom, boom. They're going all the way out. 30 seconds, hits again. Now, Buzz looks a little bit less on the gas now. what he's doing now, Buzz, instead of being aggressive, lunging forward with the chingazos, like blitz, he did that for 3. He's already tired now for that. So what is he doing? He's pot shotting. Pot shot means you're a little bit tired, but you still got power. So you're letting the dude lean into you now, and you're just picking your shots. Sauce. You just what's open and when you want to hit him, and you're throwing everything into it. It still take a lot of energy, but now he's not going forward. Now he's pot shotting. Was. The bell rings. Boom, we go into the 5th round. This is the one that was the round of all rounds. Who's in the comment section?
Shout out to Fume.
Orale, Doug's right there. He's leaning over the pinchy fence. Where you at, cabron? That's right.
Shout out to Fume, my dog.
The Blockout Podcast. No, this is you're live on Chicano Street. This is Chicano Tube, cabron. We're doing the live after party fight Cholo Trucker that just went down yesterday. Big Eel says boop bopping. Okay, is that the boop bop? Yeah. So Buzz started boop bopping. You know, that's when you wait for him to try to charge in, lead in, or whenever you can see him open, you're boop bopping because you stepped on the gas for a little bit and now you're feeling it. So let's go to the 5th round. Thanks for the shout out, Mikey. Yeah, that's right. No, I appreciate you more than you know. Uno de los dioses Tezcatlipoca. The festival I'm going to be at is, I think it's on the 14th, carnal, in San Ho. So I'm going to be at that one. It's the Quetzalcoatl one. That one gets popping over there. That one gets popping. Good fight. Finding Bigfoot. I appreciate you, cabron. I appreciate you. Gracias for, I appreciate the feedback. And if it sucked, well, let me know where it sucked. I mean, I don't know where to improve. I can't guess things for myself, even though I trust my wife, who's executive producer, and she was behind the big improvement on this one from the last one. The more she gets involved, the channel gets bigger and everything looks better, right? But shout out to the beautiful smoking sexy wife. Here we go. We get into the 5th round now. The 5th, and it's the final round. There's no more to it. It's now Buzz is like red alert. Team Stockton is in the corner. I'm looking at him, and they're pumping him up like to knock his teeth out. Like he has to go in there, knock Cholo Trucker's nose off his face, or he's not going to see the W. So they let off, boom, and here we get right back into the chingazos. Boom, bat. Boom, boom, bat. Cholo Trucker ends up backing him into the corner. And when he backs him in the corner, something possesses El Cabron, Cholo Trucker. Something possesses him, and he's doing like a Marvin Hagler, kind of holding him in the corner and picking his shots. He had him picking his shots, cabron. Boom, bap, boom, boom, bap. We seen the jaw flying. Wow, just rotating, and we're like, si se puede, pinche Alfonso. He said, Buzz, he said, protect yourself, because the hands were lower because ahora está cansado. Bro, who fights for 15 minutes on the average, on the regular? Not a lot of us train to fight for 15. When we run chingazos, we run it for a couple minutes to a self fight or something like that. It'll be like a 2-minute or running up on a fair one. Okay, well, we throw chingazos for a little bit, and then obviously we're going to be able to know within like 2-3 minutes who won who. But 15 minutes, that's a long time to fight. So Buzz's hands were down. Cholo got him in that corner. Isaac Castillo, I heard him. He was talking to them. These are Chicano rules. Chicano rules is unlimited knockdowns. If they want to keep fighting, y tienes huevos, keep fighting. Unlimited blood. If you want to keep fighting, y te vale madre que toda tu cara está sangreada, keep fighting. These are Chicano rules. Isaac Castillo was telling them adamantly. I heard him. We all heard him. Hands up. Show me something. Defend yourself. Throw something. You got to show me something. I heard him. The whole gym heard him. You got to go watch it, cabron. Okay, it's all over the pinche community page. Go and trip out.
I am. I'm gonna watch it later on.
Don't trip, man. You're gonna trip out on it. It was a better production. Dime.
Yeah, no, it sounds like I need to watch it. I saw the pictures and everything, and
Big
it looks like a good fight.
Pichi Big Al right there got the Zapata. That's right, man. He got the Zapata. So
From what I
yeah,
heard,
coming
yeah.
up,
So
coming
you
up
want
on that Jake Paul card on June. I mean, I'm sorry, the Nate Diaz card with Masvidal. They have Amado Vargas versus Sean Garcia, Ryan's little brother. They got that on the undercard. They got bad blood from the amateurs. Ryan just said at a press conference the other day that he's gonna whoop his ass the way Oscar whooped his dad's ass. Damn, that was kind of gacho. They're kind of crossing lines already, but I get it for to sell the fight.
yeah, for real.
Nice guys don't sell fights. I have to keep it real, man. Oh, I don't got no beef with them. I'm keeping it respectful. I'm this bad blood on August. Everyone I match up is already gonna have issues going into the fight, so I think it's gonna be good. That promo right there is gonna be good because for the first time you'll see two people with beef haven't been on a video with each other. Mikey put it together. It's gonna be good, cabron. Who do you think is gonna fight? Who has beef out there on the YouTube Yarda?
Shit, I don't know.
Chapo doesn't want to say names. I put you on the spot like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not
Like I
involved.
said, my
You know
name's
what I mean?
Bennett. I ain't in it. You know what I mean? I want to get on the business side of it, but hey, no one is gonna run the fade in August Bad Blood unless they squash it right there. We're doing it like grown men did back in the day. We're showing everybody that everybody pulled up, resolved their issue like grown men. This one right there, that one right there should get the promo of the year.
What is the date for August?
I think it's the 24th way.
So
All right.
might have
All
to
right.
pull up.
No, gracias, cabrón. Gracias. JC, you guys seen Ryan shadowbox in front of Trump? That's right, man. That's right. I seen him in front of Trump. Cabron, whether you like Trump or not, I mean, vale madre. You know what I don't like is the radio stations do all the radio stations in Salinas. They talk shit about him, and I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, they say el miedo de Trump, el miedo de Trump. I'm not getting into politics because Chapo's on the channel. I don't want to bring him into this shit. When I speak my shit, it falls on me. It doesn't fall on anyone else. But I will say this: that all these radio stations out here in Salinas, el miedo de Trump, they're fear mongering. Can't you see it? Anyways, enough of that. Enough of that. The fifth round, here we go. Cholo Trucker gets him in the corner. He's throwing overhands. He's timing it. He's teeing off. Cholo now.
Hold on, let me get my other cello.
Yeah, no, leave the avatar. If you want to leave the avatar, leave the avatar. It's all good. Leave the
Let me get
avatar.
my cello.
All right. You guys, I'm not gonna do it justice in my little recap. I'll tell you that. But if you want to support, I appreciate it. And another thing, gracias to everyone that shared it, either in their IG story, their YouTube story. You don't have to. You really don't have to. And believe that I say that from the bottom of my heart. But it's just that I pray, because I'm a praying man, that everyone that blessed the company to prosper, that God blesses everything that your hand gets put on, that prospers, and he listens. He escucha la oración. Órale, a cold one, Mexicali cold, Tijuana
Bien
cold.
muerta.
That's right, cabrón. I'm running
Bien
low.
fallecido.
I might have to take a shot though, just because I'm running low. I only got 2, cabrón.
Yeah, you've been babysitting. Take a shot.
We're probably gonna have to take a shot. What's the next card? JC said. So I'm working. I got a one in July, gente, but I can't put YouTubers on there. I can't. And so August is gonna be Bad Blood. What I'm doing in August, I'm trying to just always innovate. I want to do a Bad Blood card. Anyone that got beef, 831-205. There it is. Now scrolling at the bottom. 1735. I'm going to do a Bad Blood card for everyone that contacted me a couple weeks ago. And there's supposedly like 4 fights waiting to happen. If there is, then contact me, text me, just let me know I'm in. If you're in the pool of fighters, my stable, then I'll let you know who else is in the stable. And then we'll match you guys up. How about that? That sounds good. All right, here we go. So the 5th round, Isaac Castillo's telling him, cabron. He's telling him, cabrones, you got to have to show me something. And he's talking to Team Stockton. Because, again, that first round, it was like he went in there street fighting, but it was working. Like the way he was opening himself up, jumping in and out was kind of like Nate Diaz was going in there and just letting his hands go. 4 more rounds of that would have been a problem for Cholo Trucker. absolutely would have been a problem. I already dropped the link, you guys. If anyone else wants to jump in here, that's fine. Probably go wrap it up maybe about 3:30. Or maybe if I take a shot right now. I don't know. Peachy Chopper wants me to take a shot.
Yeah, take a shot. Take a full shot. And that's
It was too much hugging. Richie Loke says, tell you the truth, it was too much hugging. It happens way. You lean into each other. I mean, what you do when you abrazas a alguien, you're usually trying to neutralize punches, or you're tired, just also trying to, get some fresh air. Now Buzz, I seen him shoving him off a lot. He would shove him off. When you take all the energy to shove someone off like that, that's about like 3 punches of energy. You could have thrown 3 more power haymakers with the energy it took to one time shove the other person away from you. That's stuff you work out in the amateurs. Someone would have seen him constantly doing that. Immediately, that would have got corrected by the first, second fight. Okay, here we go. Isaac Castillo gets in there, cabrones. And he's seen too much. He's seen too much damage. He's seen too much violence. I mean, we don't want it to end up like Devin Haney, who looked like his jaw got broken. Devin Haney looked like he had a gumball. Al lado su pinche cachete. Did you see that? Yeah. On the Ryan Garcia fight, he looked like he had his jaw broken. What happens when the jaw dislocates? It causes inflammation on the side of the jaw. And so I'm not saying that's what happened to Team Stockton. I'm just saying the overhands were landing in the end. Boom, boom. Isaac Castillo had no choice. He had no choice at all but to go in there and stop the action. And now that I go back and I look at it, it was less than 30 seconds. So that was an inaccuracy. I apologize for that. To everyone that purchased it, I think I said 45 seconds were left. No. The TKO happened when the less than 30 seconds, because the 30-second marker we had already reached. Official Big Joe Show is in the casa right now. He's working on 3 películas at the moment. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your apoyo. Gracias, carnal. Again, the fight's up on the website, gente. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's up on the website. We're going to keep talking about it until it fades away, and then we go until August. Finding Bigfoot's in the casa says, I mean, que hubo. Órale, that's right. I appreciate you. Órale. Appreciate you. Sunny Boy in the casa too? That's right, man. Shout out to you, man.
Sunny Boy.
It's Sunday. That's right. Don't forget to hit that like. Warriors for Christ. That's right. So after that, Cholo Trucker takes a couple steps. Did you see that photo of him walking away that I posted?
With Cholo Trucker?
Yes, it's the one where he's walking away from the corner only by himself. It's the only one where he's walking away by himself. That was at the point of the TKO.
Yeah, I seen a lot of them.
Okay, so that one, when he's walking toward the camera by himself, he's walking away from that corner where he did the last blitz. And the last blitz, okay, well, yeah, that one, he's only walking away by himself, because if you look behind him, you'll see the official's hands, which have gloves, blue gloves and a blue shirt, and he's just stopping the corner, because you could say, oh, yeah, maybe it would have been over in 10 seconds. Maybe it would have been over in 15 seconds. Not to a pro official. A pro official's number one concern is fighter safety way.
Yeah.
When else did that happen in boxing history? Do you remember when else that happened?
Like, what do you mean?
When else did that happen where a fight got stopped, like literally at like 10, 15 seconds to go?
Shit, a lot of times.
Well, it happened with the Julio Cesar Chavez. He fought Taylor, Meldrick Taylor.
Yeah.
And the whole time that Julio Cesar Chavez is getting outboxed by Meldrick Taylor, guess what happens in the very, very final rounds?
Oh yeah, I seen at the last round when I think he drops him,
Bam, just
and
like
then he
that. You
gives him time to
never know all the way
recover,
to
but then
the.
he stops it.
Si se puede, my hermanos in the casa. How I appreciate you, cabrón. ¿Cómo estás?
I'm doing real. I'm doing real good. I'm hearing both. Okay, everything cleared out. I'm hearing both. Being on your channel and being on the stream. So I'm trying to.
Okay, well, hey, get that worked out, cabrón, because you got a little bit of a delay. It looks like you're analyzing and studying over there. Hey, I just want to say this, cabrón, from the bottom of my heart. Gracias. I appreciate you being al lado mío, calling the fight. Got a lot of comments on how professional you looked. I got a lot of comments on that. O sea, your presentation, cabrón, is very, very strong. And the crowd and a lot of people got a lot of good feedback. So, hey, gracias, cabrón. I appreciate you. And then he left. He says, me dio el dedo. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's fixing out some technical issues. He's doing some technical issues. But at least I got a chance to tell him that. You know what I mean? If he doesn't come back in, I know he's going to come back in. But if he doesn't come back in, hey, at least he was by my side. Ahí estaba todo bueno, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Si Se Puede, man. I think it was a hell of an experience for him también. Chapo's going to order it as soon as we get off the stream.
Yeah, I
am. Putting pressure on him. Twisting his arm, putting pressure on him. Cabrón, huh?
I got to show support.
No, gracias, man. I appreciate it. That's right.
I appreciate you for what you do.
No, thank you, man, because we got the vision. We're taking this thing to Arizona, New Mexico. We're going to go to Texas. Texas is already ready for us. But we got to do the paperwork everywhere we go. Alfonso, I guess I was already at the wrap-up. The damage happened. Again, I didn't do it justice because you got to go and see it like Chapo's going to do in a little bit. But I want to get your experience. How did you feel being there, commentating? It was a huge production. I think it intimidated the fighters a lot. I thought they were thinking they're going to go in there with just a camera or two and a light or two. So what do you think, Cabron? I want you to give me your impression of everything.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that got the fight. You know, you got your money's worth. And if you haven't seen it, you guys got to go pull up on that fight, man. Honestly, it was such a fun event. I ain't going to lie. At first, I was very nervous. But I think that once it turned into a YouTube fight, I was confident. I knew Buzz. I knew Cholo. I was able to get in there and do my thing, man. And next to you, Mikey, you are a straight up professional, bro. Let's talk about a little bit of the things that I think that could have been worked out a little bit more. I did watch the fight with Pastor David, and I wanted to watch it with him specifically because I know he's a movie guy. I know he understands audio. I know he understands a lot. And I think that And this is just constructive criticism because it was an awesome event. It was something I was lucky to be a part of. It was something I was lucky to even witness in the chair that I was in next to you. But I think that some of the blows that were being punched, man, if the people could have heard those punches, they would have understood how hard those punches were. So I think maybe a boom mic over the ring next time, that's going to bring a lot more of the pain that we were seeing and feeling for the audience. But overall, man, it was an awesome event. I think that you're a professional, bro. And honestly, Cholo did his thing. Buzz did his thing. And honestly, that wasn't the Cholo that fought Gunner. That was not the Cholo that fought Gunner. I think that if this Cholo would have fought Gunner, he would have whooped Gunner. And I say that respectfully, man. Like, even though he did get the upper hand overall, I think that honestly, I want to see the Cholo and Gunner rematch, man, on a healthy level where he's on a healthy level. And I know that Cholo's retired, but I think that the fight that he did, the fight that he performed, the way he went in with his strategy, and like you said, with Buzz, he had an arsenal of knockouts in him. But the wind, when it comes to the wind, it matters, man. It matters. And honestly, it was an awesome event all the way around. The vibe, everything that went down was so fun, man. There's so much potential in this. People got to tap in. Mikey, I'm telling you, man, you're a professional dude, bro. You're a straight up NASCAR, Lamborghini, Ferrari when it comes down to doing this business stuff. You really, really are. And I don't give that out lightly, bro. You are that guy. You know what I'm saying? And with this boxing thing, the promotions, the shorts they wear, the label they wear, there's a lot of marketing. There's a lot of promotions. There's a lot of commercials that can get played. There's a lot that could be added to this on a marketing level, man. And I think that it can go a really long way. But the truth is, Cholo came out victorious. He came out, man, he came out swinging, and he came out with no mercy at the end, man. He didn't. And honestly, it came down to me thinking like, dude, if this would have been the Cholo that fought Gunner, I think Gunner would have been in bad shape. His face would have been in bad shape with no headgear. I think that all that would have really went down, man. And I'm just putting it out there because I thought about it. And I was like, you know what? Who's going to pull up next? Who's going to put on the show? Because Mikey, his production, the people that's behind him, they're ready to go, man. But it's going to take the fighters. It's going to take the entertainment. And I don't know if you're open, Mikey, if to having, this is going to sound crazy, man, like content creating. Content creating means you're creating a whole new lane, bro. To me, that's what I understand about it. And I was thinking, imagine getting some Chicano midgets or something creative like some WW YouTube world type of entertainment, man, where it really went down. And I think that would bring a lot of hype and a lot of, it comes down to entertaining. And that fight was entertaining, man. And that fight was, if you had a mic where they could have heard these punches, bro, the leather, like you said, you seen my eyes, Mikey. You seen me out. I forgot you were there. I forgot I was there. I was so in the fight where I was like, oh my God, Cholo's going in, you know, and Buzz, I think that if he would have, you know, had a little bit more wind, it might have been a different outcome. I think it would have been close, man. If he would have kept doing what he was doing in the first round. Mikey, A+ to your performance, A+ to all the fighters. I was lucky to be a part of it. I was lucky to be there and absorb the energy, bro. It was real. It was live. I think the sound is so important of the blows. They got to hear the punches, because I think that some of those punches, like one time when Cholo punched him, he cracked him in the jaw. Oh man, he caught him with the left hook to the jaw, and I thought his jaw went to. I think that's what dazed him in the third round. But it was an awesome event, Mikey. I think the sound a little bit could be worked on. I think that what the fighters wear, the promotions for your brand, or if somebody wants to market their brand, there's a lot to this, man. There's a lot of marketing that could happen. There's a lot of commercials that can happen. There's a lot of interviews in the public, live interviews. It's exciting, bro. It's exciting. I thank you for letting me be a part of it, my brother.
That's right, cabron. No, I'm telling you, man, that just, again, I've already been doing these things. I started back in 2012, gente, by getting all the neighborhood boys on a little grassy knoll and just having them run it with each other. But then, of course, I ended up doing release of liabilities and headgear, and I did it right too, because all of a sudden it started growing, and then just started boxing myself and went away from that. So here I am one more time. This platform's for the people, but just like you said, hermano, yeah, you're right. This is a new lane in the Chicano industry that's going to help a lot of raza. And so all we're doing is just making our footprint be known in it. So, you know, it's never too late. I'm 43 years old. You know, I never doubt for 1 second, oh, I started too late. Nope. I started at God's perfect timing. Here we are right now. So someone had asked, what's the next card? So Riverside La Sierra, who's fighting next? I got August open right now. I don't know who's going to head it up, but I'm thinking of an August bad blood card of anybody that has issues to work out, that wants to go ahead and work them out with some Cleto Reyes gloves and get inside the ring. That's what I'm thinking of doing for August. If I'm thinking of doing it, it's probably most likely going to happen. Again, just trying to innovate and do something a little bit different. So this is contingent 100% on one thing, is that when we do these chingazos, that whatever animosity it was, bad blood that it was, we handled it like grown men. We shake hands, and guess what? We did it like we used to do it. Man, we should have did this earlier.
For sure, man.
We stopped talking for 2 months for this. We should have just ran it and moved it out of the way. So that's what I'm thinking for August. I'm already calling it Bad Blood. So we'll see who taps into that one.
Awesome event again, Mikey. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. And honestly, my highlights was just being next to you, bro, and understanding how you get down and how you move, man. You're a true professional. The guys pulled up. The guys did their part, you did your part, and we're all doing our part by supporting and buying the fight. Do not go watch it on a free website. Come on, guys. You guys got to support what the people are doing. This is for the people, by the people. You might not understand what's going on with this situation, but this is something that could really go a long way. And if we support this and we back this, this is going to be a lane that is open. You know, imagine if somebody has a movie that's going to come out in the future and they're able to promote it on this fighting, and we're around artists, we're around movie directors, we're around rappers, we're around a lot of marketing like that could happen through this, you know what I'm saying? And it could go a long way, man. And if we sew it up right here in California to start with, it's going to be unstoppable. It's going to be it's going to take a lot of YouTube fighters, because I think that's very important. The YouTube arena fighting, because the boxing arena is full already. And of course, I've seen some great fighters. I've seen some amazing professional fighters that I probably would have never seen in my whole life. And there was no, you didn't have to iron nothing out with what they were doing. They were just professionals, especially the third fight. Man, those guys got down. It was like an art watching them do what they do. But I think that the sense of YouTube fighters, if you're out there and you got a lot of subs and you do your promotions and you do your part and you get behind this and you get in the ring with somebody that, you know, is going to make entertainment. This comes down to entertainment. And I think it's going to really hit hard, man. And I think that the flavor that Mikey's bringing and the people he's bringing in is going to make it exciting, man. And if you ain't behind this, you should really consider looking into it, watch the fight, and you're going to see the potential it has.
That's right. Alfonso was just watching the action right there. But hey, cabron, that suit that you wore, damn, that thing can cut. That was as sharp as a razor blade. When I seen you start posting, oh, I'm gonna wear this suit, I'm gonna wear a suit, I'm like, cabron, you don't want to go run the suit game with me. Come on, we'll go head up suit for suit, cabron.
Honestly, I never want to show up. You know, I'm an author, bro. I'm a published author, and when I do book presentations or I present myself, you know, half of the presentation is how you pull up. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. It doesn't mean that, you know, the way you present yourself in these kind of events and in those type of situations is important. And I'm not playing when it comes down to that. And it's fun, man. I think it's fun. You know, when you see everybody dressed up, I was wearing some shoes I would have never wore, but I was like, you know what? I got to pull up on Mikey, man, because I know that he's doing his thing. And I want him to know that I'm right here as a bystander. If he needs me and he makes that call, I'm there, bro. I'm right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to support. I've always wanted to support the people and some other, some other movements with a different direction, bro. But I think that this movement right here, what you're doing on the entertainment side, could really benefit the people. And also people can get paid. You get in there and you're going to get a bag. And the more your subscribers and people support who you in the ring, it's going to look better for you. I mean, it's going to take a lot of your own marketing and you making this happen, but that's all it's going to do is teach you about business and marketing. Come on, we got to take this YouTube thing to another level. Obviously, Mikey's tapping into something that could really grow beyond our imagination, man. It's on that level. People are ready to get him up, but like Mikey says, get in there on the Bad Blood event, get it over with. There's some big names that could pop up and change the whole game. Change the whole game.
Who do you want to see?
Honestly, I would like to see Marvelous in there. You know, he seems
Marvelous,
like he's
letting his hands go.
Imagine Marvelous in there, bro, with them Bruce Lee techniques. He looks like he knows karate or something, bro. He looks like he knows more than just boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Versus,
honestly, guys like him, obviously, guys like Cholo, American
AC.
Cholo, guys like this would wreck the internet. Even Sonny,
and the winner of that one, AC Marvelous, has the right definition of Chicano.
Honestly, at the end of the day, man, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. At the end of the day, the definition of Chicano is always gonna change to every person that claims to be a Chicano. Me personally, my definition of Chicano is first generation born here, knowing Spanish and English, coming to this country, somehow in one way gang culture affected your life, man. This is a part of being a Chicano. It doesn't mean that you were active in it, but if you were around it and you waited for people for 2-3 decades to come home and you went through that strive and struggle, that's a part of it, man. There's so much to it. You know what I'm saying? But I think a guy like Marvelous, a guy like Cholo, a guy like
Hands,
all
Marvelous
these.
has hands. He
Oh,
said,
bro, Marvelous would be a star, bro. If he came in and got busy, man, that would be something that these guys have so much influence and power on the internet where
let's
it would
keep it
bring.
real. Let's keep it real. People would probably rather prefer to see Rhodium Radio and an AC run it.
That
I mean,
that
let's keep
would
it
that
real.
would wreck the internet. That fight would be a truly like.
But what you just said with Marvelous might be the root issue that kind of would be like, you know what? Let's confront this over here. Because again, for so long, Rhodium Radio was there doing a thing, and then he's looking at people get into it, and he's like, "Fuck, man!"
And
Everyone's getting
bring
into it
Cholo. If
until
Cholo was
he got brought
Yeah,
into it.
if Cholo was to be able to bring back the Kelly Mac movement in that presentation, that would be awesome. I think even Beanloke would be a good prospect to look at.
I don't know about the Mexican supermarkets, cabrón. Calma.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are gonna bring the flood of people that they have behind them, and I think it's gonna, so far it hit a wall. It hit a wall, this podcasting thing with all these problems, but that wall needs to get ripped away, bro. And this thing needs to
keep all I'm saying
growing.
is this. All I'm saying
keep
is
on
this.
Growing.
Okay, he was this podcaster. I'm not gonna say his name. Was quick to want to run it with Sonny. Quick to run. Oh, if you're talking all that, you need to be ready when I see you. Da, 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 da. But then all of a sudden, when Tony A says, "I'll move my table," all of a sudden, well, what are we? 15 years old?
And it's really up to them. I mean, as you get older and they're heavyweights, bro. I think like if you get
they're heavy for sure. They're heavy.
Over 200 pounds. I think it should be like 2-minute rounds, 6 rounds, like just blows. No, don't let them waste their wind. Don't let them waste their wind. Just 2 little minutes. Go in there, handle that business. And
so what is Cisa Puede saying right now? Is he officially announcing he is part of the Content Creator Series of Fighting team and will be right there at the commentary table if God le presta vida? Every fight?
Of course. I'm here for the people. I'm here behind you, bro. I'm here to help build, and I've been a part of all this YouTube thing to help, man. I'm here to promote. It's our time. It's our time to shine, man. And we're not gonna do it alone. A burrito doesn't got one frijol. You know what I'm saying? A burrito got a lot of frijoles, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to look at it. Like, it's going to take all of us, bro, to make an impact and bring a flavor to the nation, bro. And it starts with California. Imagine Blue Devil, imagine Norby's, imagine these guys that have this influence and they bring this noise and they take it in the ring and you talk to them in the contract. Like, what do you want? You want 2-minute rounds? You want 3-minute rounds? Give them something they're comfortable where they're going to want to come in on their standard where they say, okay, come on, come make this happen, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Because your channels are going to blow up. The views are going to go through the roof. This is the only way that this could really hit the ceiling, break that ceiling. You know what I'm saying? And
Let
even
me
that.
ask you this now, okay, this fight right here that Mystic Max said below, that's very interesting. If you got a channel that's called Run the Fade Podcast, at one point or another, do you have to run the fade?
He got to run that fade because he brings that noise, bro. He brings that controversial noise, you know what I'm saying? And he does, man. He does. I think he had a lot to do with a lot of stuff that was going on over there, and maybe Cholo would want some of him more than Tony. I think Cholo would want him in the ring. Like, get him in the ring. Let me start with him. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I even think Sonny, when he was walking around, he looks like he'll fight a couple guys, bro. That guy is a beast. He's walking around. I'm looking out like, look at Sonny, man. Sonny got heart still too. You know what I'm saying? He ain't somebody that's just going to be, man, you know what I'm saying? Si se puede versus who? Let me tell you, man. I would get in there with anybody, bro. I would get it in there with anybody, but I'm going to keep it real with you. If you read my book, I was in a high-speed chase, April 26, 1998, where I bashed my mouth on the steering wheel. These teeth right here are fake, bro. They don't come out. I got them in my mouth. But if I didn't have a fake grill, I promise you, bro, I would love to get in there on a 2-minute round fight.
Brother versus brother.
Hey, I'm just being honest, man.
We're
That's
lining up ministers. We're lining up pastors. Real quick, funny you said something like that. That happened to me también. Pegué el volante. They took me to the hospital. They had to stitch me like 6-8 times.
Oh, bro, I broke
And
my
then they
mouth.
threw me in the holding tank after that.
I broke my
all
mouth,
bad.
bro. But I'll tell you one thing, that event changed my whole life. And that's the only reason why I stopped that life and I went a different direction. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to the fighting
fight.
sense of it. The
Yes.
fighting sense of it. You know, honestly, let me tell you something about Cholo's wife, and I say this respectfully. I think she got more heart than a lot of men, bro. That lady got some warrior heart like her husband, man. That lady, I mean, one day to see even people, a women's fight would be awesome. And I'm not saying it towards her to see it, but I think that like that woman she is down for Cholo to the fullest. She would fight side by I could see that love for him that she had. I was like, this lady loves her man right here. Like, ain't nobody gonna talk about him in front of her.
Now, describe his walking, cabron. What did his walking made you feel? When I seen the walking on the video again, because we're facing away from it. So again, I was telling everyone I even had to order it to see it myself, the full production. And when I seen the walking, I was like, "Este way, man."
He
the
made me want
definition of Chicano.
He made me want to do a grito, bro. He made me want to bust out the brown rag. He made me want to just post up and feel that vibe that he was giving. He was a definition. That was the imprint of a Chicano walk-in right there, bro.
Where did you get the brown rags from?
I got him from Salinas. I got him from your city, bro. I got him from right there, man.
You ate at Zacatecano?
Yes, I did. It was great food. Your city, bro. I've never been there. I've never went through there. I drove past it, but on a Sunday afternoon, you pull up to Salinas, you're going to see over 50 lowriders in the street, people enjoying life on a cultural level. There's no way you're going to go through that town and understand how enrooted that city is in culture. That's why I had to buy some brown rags right there. I was like, you know what? This is a place right here. Because my original brown rag that I used on the marches with Cesar Chavez, I gave it to Cholo Trucker out of respect. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's going down, man. Mikey, there's a lot of potential to this, and it's going to take these other YouTubers that have channels to make it go faster, or in a couple more fights, it's going to get to where it's going to get to without them. But they're not going to want to pass up an opportunity to either send somebody from their camp or themselves to perform. You know, obviously, Tony A looks always prepared. Obviously, Marvelous looks always prepared. He looks like a cholo trucker. Like, he's not gonna talk.
No, you know, I talk with Tony.
He's not gonna talk. He's gonna get in there and do it.
And Tony told me that he has that genetic. Tony has like one or two older brothers, I believe, que están mamados, güey. O sea, they used to live on Venice when Schwarzenegger was there, Hulk Hogan, all of that era. So Tony was just saying that the DNA was already in him. It just took going through those years of where your metabolism fast. Once you get past those, for it to start coming out. Now he can easily lift something, and he already has that pinchy 6-yard body.
Or even on an undercard, you know, bringing EBK back, you know, bringing EBK back on an undercard, let him get out there to perform, you know, do his thing. I mean,
now I was going to give EBK a break until next year. Just so he can get a hold of me, because we did do the EBK fight when he got medically cleared. And I was just going to give him a little bit to settle, and then we could see EBK come back next year.
He's definitely a character, and he's definitely somebody that people tune into, and they like his vibe. They like his conversation. They like the way he talks.
Yeah,
like
he's charismatic.
They do. People tap into that dude, man. They tap in, you know. And you even got the guy, the upstate point of view guy. Imagine if he came out, you know, somebody from his camp or some of the guys from the rap label over there. They're like, you know what, we're going to throw somebody in the ring right there. Bring them on, you know, because this is going to take a collective to raise. I mean, it's going to get there without them, but it can get there a lot faster with them. You know, this thing is going to keep going forward. You do 4 fights this year. It's going to go good, Mikey. You're going to, every fight is going to get better. The sound, the commentary, everything that you're talking, the interviews, the promotions, the marketing, the commercials, and all that. You're dealing with people that make movies. You're dealing with Paul LA Times. You're dealing with Big Joe. You're dealing with some top-notch people. When they watch your production, they're going to say, you know what? We could do a lot with this. And you're the captain of the ship, Mikey. You're doing your thing. You and your wifey, man, the dynamic duo. You know, I think that Cholo is not gonna want to come back, but I think he's gonna have to come back one day, man. I mean, one day, one day he's gonna have to come back, and it would be awesome.
And it'll be the same way too. It'll be just calling a fight, and then out of the random blue, otra vez está diciendo, I think I got a little bit of gas in the tank. Cabron, he had Alcatraz swimming with the shark's gas yesterday, and everyone saw it. Did you see how aggressive? You even said it in your commentary. I heard you say, you're like, I had never seen this. This is a different Cholo trucker than it was the last time we saw him almost 3 years ago. You're right about that. This one right here was going in there looking for violence.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I the way Buzz had it in him to go in there and do some damage. And his presentation, he kind of convinced me, man. I was like, Buzz is gonna go in there and do his thing, man. I mean, Cholo's quiet. He's not really huffing and puffing. You know what I'm saying? So I thought Buzz gonna go in there and handle that. You know what I'm saying? And it took a left turn, man. And I see Cholo come out letting loose on him with no mercy. And like the ref was saying, man. He's like, look, man, we're gonna see a fight. You know what I'm saying? This is Chicano rules, and he was like you said, he was telling him, guard yourself, present yourself.
You see that? Did you hear that? Or I know we were kind of calling the fight, so we're in our own zone. You know what? Everything, the production side of it, hermano, coming up, it all leads up to the main entrances and stuff like that. At that point, we really gotta kind of be in the moment and kind of be looking at and analyzing the fight itself. It may be that I pause a lot too. I'm kind of like looking at the action, soaking it in, but then I don't want to forget, oh shoot, I'm on a microphone. I need to, give that dynamic personality over to the people for their experience, but when he hit the ground and everyone jumped on top of Cholo Trucker, that was the climax moment to the whole training camp, to all the comments that said he needed validation, all the comments that said Cholo Trucker needed to prove himself. Well, guess what, gente? He just proved himself yesterday. And I want to know what the haters got to say about that. Comment below what you what you think about that fight. And that fight is up on the website. The website is Content Creator Series of Fighting, CCSOF. .uscreen.io. It's all over my community page. But again, it was a successful event. Just this is what I call a successful event. I don't call it a successful event based on how much we profited. Okay. To me, this is just like starting out any other business. Most of the time, I'm going to have to come out. It just is what it is. I'm building this business up. It's just now picking up steam where I'm going to start cross-promoting this. I'm going to start cross-promoting this pretty soon. I don't want to put the whole cat out of the bag, but there's been people in other cultures other than Chicanismo that want to cross-promote with me. I'm telling you, this is just going up. But
and I think the more you release little clips too, I think that kind of gives the people an idea. I know it's a pay-per-view event, but the little clips of action that you release, I think it's going to draw more people in. And even the interviews, if people seen how the vibe was there, it was awesome. But I'm never going to forget it. If it was my first or last or many more to come, whatever, I'm here, Mikey. If you need me, if you make that call, I'm there. I'm going to do my best. I don't come from a boxing background, but if it's a YouTube event where I know these YouTubers, I felt like I was in the fight with them because I knew what they wanted to do to each other, bro. I interviewed Buzz. I talked to Cholo, and they're like, I knew the bad intentions they had, so I was able to get into it, and it was a whole different lane, bro. The YouTube fighting sense of it, of the Chicano world in California, this is what it is. If you're out there and you want to get in here and get busy and make this movement grow, we got to do this together.
Go ahead and read this comment right here. From the executive producer. This is a role that she takes of the event. If a lot of people didn't know, she takes this role for the event. I need to have the strongest executive producer in order to pull out the masterpieces that we pull off. And she is the executive producer of this one. Can I just say that I'm the most proud of wife? Okay. My honey is very passionate, talented, and focused. My other half, my rock, the love of my life, te amo, mi amor. Okay. I read that out there. Now it's out there to the internet. But pues te amo también.
She's right there with you, Mikey. You guys are a dynamic duo, man. You guys are definitely two sticks of dynamite.
So this is my plan. My plan, if both sign on the dotted line, that's why I haven't made the official announcement. I really don't want to make official announcements until it's both signed.
Oh yes,
signed, and then it
we need
becomes
that.
official. And so I have planned for this Thanksgiving,
Oh, we need that.
when you are sitting with your family, overdosed on turkey, stuffing, everything. That my favorite meal of the year. My
Give them, give
favorite
them.
meal of the year. I'm gonna give them Team Terminator.
Oh man.
But this is one of the most
Oh
craziest title defenses that I can think of, because Tony, who had an impressive performance, cabron, his first fight out, Tony from Stories Written by a Current Prisoner, was displaying hands. Did you see that fight?
yes, this is a different beast though. This is a different a tree trunk that he's fighting. He's gonna have to. Oh my! I don't understand how Tony is. I understand he got heart, man, but you're calling out a big bear right there. You're flicking the big mean bear over there, and I say that respectfully, man. If Big Box comes out, man, I think it should be a 2-minute rounds just so they don't gas out, so we could really see some action packed blows, because those punches are like 100 punches inside of a punch. These guys are gonna hurt each other if they get in the ring and this happens. I want to see it, man. I
Okay.
want to see it live.
So again, I guess I'm giving the update now for anyone that wants the update on that one. Yes, that one is definitely on the table.
Oh.
Yes, both of them have verbally agreed. If any of those fighters verbally now don't agree, I will let you know, because I just want to be very transparent with negotiations and with dealings, and only when the fight's official. So as of right now, both of them have said, yes, we're going to collide in November. It was only my idea to say, hey, wait a second. There's a day in November where all the families are together. Most of them by that time are overdosed on turkey, have woken up from a cat nap, and would love to see the bad blood between Stories Written by a Current Prisoner finally settled with Paradigm Media News once and for all. And that's my promise to the people. If they both sign, again, that's the second contingent part of it. They verbally agreed now. I don't think anyone has it in them to pull out. Tony's proven that he'll pull up.
Oh yeah, he pulled up. He's gonna pull up, but Big Box, man, the big boogeyman, man, is he gonna come out? Is he gonna come out and destroy? Is he gonna come out and let those big brick hands go? I don't know, man. It's gonna be a sight to see.
Is that gonna be a new suit? A new suit for that one?
Whatever it takes, man. I want to show up, and we're gonna show up at our best, Mikey. We're gonna show up at our best and give our best performance as best as we could do. We're not in this world, but we're gonna go into this world in the future. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be movies, there's gonna be fights, there's gonna be pay-per-view fights, there's gonna be promotions. Let's understand this, people. All you guys that are out there that got big channels, it's gonna be your fans against his fans. You could sell merch. There's a lot of movement going on in this, man. I mean, I'm still wearing the old school shirt right here, the original one that started all this. That's Sonny. Let's give Sonny the credit, man. Let's give Sonny some credit. Look at what Sonny started. Look at what Sonny started, man. He wanted a Cholo Trucker. Sonny started it, man. Straight up, Sonny started everything, and that ripple,
Sonny, man.
the ripple effects of that has turned into something like a wave. You know, shout out to Sonny, man, for Streets Ain't Loyal. Straight up,
shout out to Sonny, Streets Ain't Loyal. He pulled up, man. Shout out to him. When I saw him, I mean, we just laughed about that. Keep Sonny in prayers, because obviously he has health battles. Health is just the most important thing, because I mean, I look at every day, hermano. That's how I live my life. This could be the last day. I'm not promised to wake up in the morning. We're making plans 3 to 5 years about dominating, about putting our Chicano footprint on content creator, series of fighting, on these influencer boxing YouTube fights. We're talking about doing that, but only he has the real ultimate plan. I really would rather do what his plan is, because that's going to be the best plan. And I ain't trying to go out, and run.
But even before the fights, man, I went out of my way and I said a prayer for Cholo. I said a prayer for Buzz in a respectful way. I went up to him and I said, "Can I pray for you guys, man?" I let them know, like, look, man, I hope you guys come out of this safe and you have what it takes to go in there and handle it. And they allowed me to do that.
Though? Did you see Paul? First, Paul was standing up, and I think in the first round he was praying for Cholo. And then I think after the first round, I think the rest of the rounds he was praying for Buzz. All of a sudden, I seen him standing through the ropes over there. There was no room in the house. People, I feel bad. I mean, people had contacted me to get like 10 more tickets, and I couldn't squeeze anyone in because we've been hit by the fire marshal before for having too much. We got our own parking lot, and with our own parking lot, if the whole thing packs out, the fire marshal could probably drive by and knows there's something going on again. I got to just check the head count. So
there's a lot to it, man. There's a lot to an event.
That try to purchase tickets, I let you know like 3 weeks, man. I was posting for a whole month. Tickets. I felt bad that you didn't got to see it. Cabron, we're going to be wrapping up right now at 4 o'clock. I'm not going to take any more of your time, but you just heard from Si Se Puede. He says, you know what? This connection that we got from Salinas over to the Central Valley is very rooted, deeply strong in Chicanismo and Chicano roots and cultura and with the farm workers. I don't think that this could have a better roots to where it's going in the future. And ultimately, the bigger the platform gets, our message gets out there. And you already know one of the principal messages on Chicano Tube, unity of the raza, is one of the principal messages on there. So I'm excited for this. Last words.
I just want to thank everybody that tapped in and supported this and is considering support in this. Sometimes things that are coming in the future, you know, it's up to you if you want to support it. But I really think that you should consider it, man, because this is something exciting. There's a lot of potential to this. I want to thank you for allowing me to be right there with you, Mikey. It was something way out of my league, and I had a ball, man. I seen you moving, and I got the most out of everything was just seeing how you move, bro. I was like, whoa, Mikey you're quick, bro. And I'm not just saying that, man. Anything I would have said, it would have worked. Like you would have made it work, bro. You had it going on, bro. You're like a symphony runner, bro. I could have said nothing. I could have said a lot. It would have worked. You would have made it work. And that's the kind of entertainer you are, and you have it in you to become even better at. And all of us too. And those fighters, those YouTubers out there that are considering, you know, think about it. Think about it. Leave yourself in history doing something bigger than yourself, man. Doing something huge where people are going to say, I was in a pay-per-view fight and I won or I lost, but I went there and I handled that. And the whole California world knows me, you know, and it's going to grow bigger and beyond. Mikey, thank you to you and your wife and everybody that was there. It was a pleasure to work with you guys. If you call, I'm there. I'll give my best of whatever I can contribute to what you got going on. And I'm excited to see the future of content creating Series of Fighting, my brother.
Gracias. I appreciate you, hermano. You already have my direct cell, so we're going to be in touch, eh? I'll let you go, hermano. I appreciate you. Ándale, cuídate. Take care. That's right. Si Se Puedes in the house, man. I appreciate you, hermano. Gracias for tapping in the moments that you did. Gente, we're done with the recap. This recap did not do anything justice as far as what the fight is. So you can go over to the website. Any single link that you've seen that says Content Creator Series of Fighting, it's ccsof.uscreen.io. It's all over the place, that link. You guys can go ahead and click that link. Enjoy it. It's Sunday. Enjoy a Sunday night. Let me go and make sure the promotion team posted a photo dump, at least of the chingazos of everyone that was there in person. We have those photos we haven't even put out. We're going to photo dump today, but it's always going to stay archived. This has been the best fight to date. Palabra. And if I'm wrong, let me know. I want to know where I'm wrong, what areas need to be strengthened. I'm only learning the production side as I go. Just because I did 100 events in 10 years doesn't mean one overseeing all of these different aspects can't be fine-tuned. We're going to seek perfection. We're going to get it to the point, just like a lot of people have been insinuating, you know, we're going to end up linking up with Chicano television and putting our footprint down for the raza, for Chicanos, because that's what we do. We try to empower people, try to help people. And as soon as I get this blueprint down, I'm going to help more people, because that's the formula of God, man. You got to have that helping heart in order for God to help you. That's just the way it works. Gracias, you guys. I'm going to tap back in with the familia 4 p.m. on Sunday night. The recap has happened in full. I'm blown away. I'm amazed. Gracias for all these gifts. Ray Chicano, gracias for that botella right here. Gracias for this botella. You know who you are. That gave me the black saddle, man. I appreciate you for the Kentucky whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Who knows that one right there by Chris Stapleton? And then this one that I took at least two shots of right now, just to feel good with my hermanos on there. Chapo, I appreciate you, Chapo. Gracias, cabrón, for tapping in the moments that you did. Puerto Vallarta, I took 2 shots of that one right here. Gente, we're done with that one. Let's go ahead and get back into Wednesday night. I got a special guest, and we're going to talk about cultura, raza. We're going to talk about bloodlines. We're going to talk about Spanish, indigenous. We're going to talk some politics. I can't wait for Wednesday night. You guys will see when I throw the thumbnail out there. I'll see you 7 o'clock on Wednesday night, and I'm out, you guys. Gracias, Smokey the Local Bear. Last roll call we got right here. That's right. Have a blessed day. Gnarly Vato, I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you. Delbert Salgado. That's right. Coach Delbert, I appreciate you, Coach Delbert. You did good, Coach Delbert. You trained a máquina. He came in here, and on that 5th round with just seconds left, there was too much violence. You trained a very violent man. Coach Delbert, I appreciate you. Now, Cholo Trucker is going to take at least a year off, gente. Cholo Trucker's not coming back in less than a year. He's going to take a year off. He's got a lot of plans. And I'm not speaking for him. It could be 5 years off. Who knows? Next thing you know, I'm taking a break from YouTube, and we don't hear from him in 5 years. Then it was what it was, because that's reality. When you're off this phone, and when you're off this laptop, and you're out of the studios, reality hits. But gracias from the bottom of my heart, again, for supporting content creator, Series of Fighting, a Chicano-owned, Chicano-based company. Gracias, you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on Wednesday night. But remember what I always say. The most important thing, remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.